Pleased to be joined by Coach Jim Turgeon following the Denver Thanksgiving Classic with 2 wins against Lamar and St. Bonaventure. And I want to go back to yesterday against St. Bonaventure, one of the classic games in program history for the Denver Pioneers. A record-breaking performance in terms of points scored in the double overtime win, 117 to 110. So many great moments to look back to, but as you look back at that game, what are the moments that you're going to remember the most?
Well, everybody keeps reminding me that somebody scored 58 points against us. They don't even ask about the win because it was a great win. And before the game, I told the girls they have a bunch of individual talent, but I thought we had a better team, and it proved out. You know, the one kid had the 58 points, which is incredible. She was unbelievable. But we had like 4 or 5 kids right around 20 points, and that's a true team. And that's what I take from it is we had multiple people could score, and then we had two kids get hurt this week that didn't even suit up. And so going into that game, we were really thin, and you need all the help you can get the way that game was played, you know, with substitution. So very, very pleased with the way they played.
6 players in double figures, 3 of them with 20 or more points. Madison Nelson had a 20-20 game and then followed it up against St. Bonaventure with another 20-point performance to go along with 17 boards. It seems like at any moment a player can step up for Denver, and there's so many weapons. So do you call the players out and say, hey, it's your time to shine, or do they know, hey, you know, I got to take advantage of the opportunity?
Yeah, it's actually different than that. We just say, like this week, Courtney didn't play. Okay, somebody needs to step up. And Madison, and she was the person who just took it. I didn't say, Madison, you have to do it or whatever. Somebody needs to step up. And it seems that way all the time. Just like in that game yesterday, you know, Lauren was on fire to start the game. And then they did a really good job at Gardner. So we had other people step up. You know, Grace stepped up. And, of course, we talked about Madison and then
Samantha Romanowski with the playmaking, 13 assists.
You know, it just goes on and on and on, and that's how you build a championship team. I hate to even say that word, but you do it with multiple players, just not one star.
So today against St. Bonaventure, how were the legs after a double overtime?
They were like rubber.
Fair enough.
That was probably our ugliest performance offensively this year. We've been really good, but how can you blame the kids? I mean, that not only physically what they went through and played 50 minutes, but emotionally. I mean, it just drains you, and the kids did the best they could today, and I laid off them a little bit because they were trying their best, and I'm just happy that we had just enough of us to win this game today.
Especially in the second half against St. Bonaventure. So when the dust settles, 5-1 ties the best start in program history since DU moved up to Division I. What's working well that's led to such a great start?
Well, offensively, we've been really good. We're playing really fast, and we're scoring a lot of points, and schools are having trouble guarding that. Today we didn't look like ourselves because, again, the fatigue. But, you know, that's what's funny. We scored 76 points, and we call that bad, you know, because a lot of teams would love to average just 70 points. But offensively, we've been real good. Defensively, we're giving up a lot of points, but our defensive field goal percentage is pretty good. We just got to quit fouling. We're fouling way too much, and that'll improve as the season goes on.
Most of the games have been at home for the month of November, but the month of December, you'll be away from Hamilton Gym. So what do you want to get out of the road trip that's looming?
Well, we plan that on purpose because we're out of, you know, since we're a quarter school, we're out of school now. We had our finals last weekend. That's another thing we had to go through. We're going through finals last weekend. Now that we're traveling, we're not in school, and a lot of schools around the country, semester schools, they're having their finals. So these road games can prepare us for the road games in the conference. We play some tough ones. We're at Wyoming, they're very good. At Nebraska, very good. At New Mexico State's picked to win their league. It's going to be a great test for us, but I think our kids are going to be ready for it if we can stay healthy. We got to stay healthy.
That's definitely the key. So we wish you the best. And you were really excited about this Thanksgiving Classic to have it come to Denver, and now that the arena is emptying out, what are your takeaways from the first Thanksgiving Classic?
We talked about that to the team. I said, as long as I'm here, we're going to have a Thanksgiving Classic. I said, wouldn't it be cool to win or 2 games, the very first ones ever? It's not in a true tournament form, so we didn't really win a tournament, but we wanted to do well, and I think we did. And it's nice. Everybody's family was here. so their families came here to, Denver's a pretty cool town to have Thanksgiving at. So I hope to continue it in the future, and I'm just happy we got 2 wins.
Well, congratulations on the wins, and we'll turn the page on November, look to December and the road trips, and hope that you keep the great start to the season going.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and we do have one more home game next weekend.
Loyola Marymount.
Loyola Marymount here. So if you were here at the game yesterday, you know how exciting this team can be. So come out and watch our girls play.
You almost run that old Loyola Marymount offense as
almost.
fast as you score.
We're at least we try to play a little defense. They used to not play any defense, but we're similar.
Well, great. Thank you very much, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Coach Jim Turgeon, as we wrap it up from Hamilton Gym, 2 wins for Denver in the Denver Thanksgiving Classic.